Hey guys, it's Kathy. Some of you might know me from the midnight shift here at YouTube, but I had too much for my stream, so I wanted to put this out because it's so good. We got a judge that's new to us, of course. Almost every day I try to play a judge that's new to us. He gets screamed at, and his lawyer gets screamed at, not the prosecutor. But the lawyer. Now you're going to recognize the prosecutor if you've seen my stream before. If you haven't, then you won't because no one else plays my courts. So if you don't know anything about me, I play court videos that you don't see anywhere else on YouTube. Yes, I have Fleischer, but he's the only one. I don't really cover Manning or Simpson or Webster because there's enough people covering that. So I have all new judges. Some of them are getting to know, like Fleischer was new, and now we know him dearly. We have a few that if you watch my stream, you'll know them right away. And we're getting more every day. Like today, a new judge, two new judges actually. One of them we've seen before, only on my stream. The other two we've never seen before, never. We've seen the courtrooms before, but these are new judges, and these courtrooms aren't courtrooms that other channels play. So, so the first video is Colorado, and then the second video is California. All right, there's 3 videos in total, 3 little clips in total here. In the second clip, which would be the first clip in California, we're gonna see a mother break the law. I'm thinking. You guys can be your own judge whether she breaks the law or not. She's on a Zoom meeting, so she's at home. She has her child with her. Her child is with her, and she's in a custody case, a minor guardianship case when she does this. And the first clip isn't about her. She's just sort of in the background in one of the other squares while we're talking to someone else. But I'm going to show her case too in the third clip. But first, we got to break the ice. We got to break the ice. We got to dive right in, head first into the cold water. First, let's go to Colorado.
Yeah. And you are? And good morning. Come on up to the podium. Miss Fellow, it looks like they wrote you a ticket for threatening bodily injury.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing.
Okay. So
I'm completely innocent. You guys can go over your police dash cams and everything. Cops were assholes. They were just pieces of shit, dude.
Hey.
And I've been
hold on 1 second. Hold on. It's fine that you have bad feelings about folks, but I'm not going to call people POS or whatever, not in this setting. Okay, so I understand that you have strong feelings about what happened. You have every right to plead.
I keep getting harassed by them.
You have every right to plead not guilty and set your case for a trial, which is, it sounds like that's what you would like to do.
Per
At
se.
the trial, the city attorney's got to prove
Per
what
se.
they ticketed you for. Okay?
Are they gonna do that this time?
I don't know.
I waited another 3 weeks, and you guys said that last time. Only 3 weeks, and I'm here now, and nothing's happened.
Well, this is the first time I've ever met you, so.
I completely didn't do nothing.
Taser.
I stood on my porch and completely did not do nothing.
Taser.
Surrounded by 10 police officers holding their guns, threatening me to kill me, threatening me to police me, all types of bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you,
and I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
okay.
Just because they go out to my house and read my fucking record doesn't mean they can treat me how they want to.
Don't use obscenity in
I'm
court.
tired of it, man.
You can be tired of it, but I'm not gonna have folks.
Your officers that are running the streets being corrupted.
They're not my officers, okay?
Well,
They work for
when
the
I speak
city.
to them, they're like, oh, speak to the judge.
All right. Did you apply for counsel?
I did everything you guys asked me to do.
Okay, did you apply for counsel? Is that a
He
yes?
does qualify for
Okay.
Your Honor, but he
Did-
wanted to talk to you.
Did you want a lawyer on your case?
That's what I thought they were.
She is, yeah. Did you want to continue with the lawyer on your case?
No, he doesn't.
I'm
Let me ask-
gonna take it to trial.
So I'm happy to set it for trial. He did not indicate that that's what he wanted to do.
I indicated that last time.
All right.
Are you lying?
Let me ask counsel, you waive,
I asked you
She's
just
lying.
now, I asked you
She's
just
lying.
now if you wanted to set it for
The
trial.
last
And you
week I
said you
told
wanted
you.
to.
The last
And you
week I
wanted
told
to-
you and you said you were
First
gonna
of
take
all,
over
you missed
my.
your last court date.
Stop.
Okay, but that doesn't give you the
Stop.
right to do the job.
hey, Mr. Phillips, stop. Okay,
I'm tired of this BS from you guys, from this justice system.
I get
I
it.
dealt with it for my whole life.
I get it.
I've been clean 15 years. You just read my record and you guys give me all types of BS.
I haven't seen your record. And let me tell you something.
Well, good.
I was a
That's why you're not
district, I was a,
treating me
can I talk? Can I talk?
Yes, Judge.
I was a district court judge before I did this. I sentenced guys to life in prison who did a lot worse things than whatever on your record. So I don't care about your record.
So then why-
Okay, so stop. I'm talking, okay?
Okay.
And what's gonna happen
I don't know, Judge. I ran a red light 4 years ago. Yeah, did.
on your case is exactly what you want, which is you're gonna plead not guilty and we're gonna set your case for a trial. You're gonna get your trial and you're gonna get your counsel, okay? That's what's gonna happen. I don't wanna hear any more obscenity. I understand that you're frustrated. I get it. I've been frustrated with court before too, not as a judge, but as somebody that sat out there. I get it. So we're gonna enter a not guilty plea. And let me tell you something. She needs your cooperation.
I did. I called her twice.
She needs your cooperation in order to present the best case that she thinks can be presented for you. Okay? So the two of you have to be able to talk to each other and not raise voices and exchange information so that your case can move forward. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense for me since the beginning.
I appreciate that.
Now it doesn't because I hadn't seen nothing be done.
All right. I'm going to accept your not guilty plea. Is this a court trial or a jury trial, ma'am?
I would ask for a jury trial and I would ask for a jury of 6.
Okay. Jury of 6. I'll authorize a jury of 6. And will you get that date up front? Or do we give that now? At the front. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is my request of you, Ms. Phelan. If you change contact information, okay, so like, you know, if you get a different cell phone or get a different address, she needs to know about that.
He's going to have a different address soon. He's going to get arrested in a different county. Jail will be his next address. And if you know my channel at all, another prosecutor is going to walk in, I think. It's Chris Reynolds. We're in Colorado. You know, Chris, hi, Chris. I work with you, Chris. Some of you understand that.
Before it happens.
Yeah, I've never been. I lived at the same address for 6 years, had the same phone number for 15
Good.
years.
Good.
Nothing.
I'm just saying if it does, because she's
The
gonna,
Justice Department's not
Chris.
doing their job.
she's gonna need to be able to reach you in the event that she
Yeah, you
begins
can call me
to
anytime.
prepare for your trial.
Anytime, anything, anytime.
Understood.
Available anytime.
They'll give you
You're
your,
waiting for the calls.
they'll give you your court date up front. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Watch his attorney. We're ready? Ready?
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, she's going to get him. She's running after him.
Which one was it?
I should have left it run because we could probably hear her chewing him out. Defense attorneys are so sweet and so kind and, you know, amazing superheroes, really. But they all have limits. And I've been seeing a lot of defense attorneys push back against people who treat them like this. You know, they're there to help you. Don't treat them like that. All right, guys. Now we're going to 2 different custody cases, or minor guardianship cases is really what they are. We'll start with the first one. Oh boy.
432OH.
Hello,
Good morning.
good morning.
So I was looking this one over. I don't see Miss Farr here this morning. Did we expect her to be out today? Do you know? Okay. So it looks like we have everything in the file, but
Okay, up in the right-hand corner right here, this lady, Debbie Kaufman. She is not in this trial, in this hearing at all. Neither is this guy. This guy has nothing to do with anything. This lady is in this hearing, and then she leaves, and another lady comes who's in this hearing. But this lady right here is who we're going to keep an eye on later. And don't worry, I think, because I'm a professional, I think I highlighted it in little yellow numbers when you need to be watching in that corner. If not, don't worry, I'll tell you. But it's during this hearing that we see this lady do what I think she does.
both parents consenting, all paperwork has been served, reports are all filed. So really on this one, what I need are just final orders. Have you talked to Ms. Farr about that?
I have. So I wasn't present at court on May 7th. I was told it was just the final paperwork being submitted. And I guess biological mother, my ex-wife, Lindsay, appeared and objected. So I was expecting Ms. Farr and Lindsay German to be present in court today.
Well, I don't see either of them, which is odd.
Yeah.
Let me look back on the notes real quick because I looked at this prior to court and it looked like we had everything in order. Let me see here. You're right. Miss, I guess Lindsay German appeared, was going to contact Miss Farr.
I spoke with Ms. Farr, I believe it was Thursday or Friday, and she said that she was certain Lindsay would appear in court today, but I'm not seeing her either.
I said we were going to do an attorney for her, and I don't see that. Did we not do that? I don't think we do. I was looking back at the notes from the 7th to look at, we gave me this a couple of weeks ago, so I don't remember off the top of my head. I know Ms. Farr was going to speak with her. There was a request for an attorney. It looks like that was approved, but I don't see an order in the file doing that. So that may have been overlooked. So I guess given that, what we may need to do is set this out one more time and give everybody an opportunity. I can get an attorney online and determine if this needs to go forward or if it'll be agreed.
Okay.
So given
Enjoy the last few seconds of peace and quiet, guys.
that, we'll be putting, let me see where we're at here. I'm thinking about maybe going over 3 weeks to the 18th.
That will work.
Okay, and we'll put that on at 10:30. We get 23, 4. That'll also give us time to get an attorney online and so you can chat with her and see if that is something we need to proceed on.
Okay, thank you for your time. I'll see you on June 18th at 10:30.
Yes, and I'll do an order extending the existing order till that time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so his docket started at 10:30. That was one of the very first cases he called. Okay, so this is after a couple cases have gone by. So I don't know. I don't know the exact time, maybe an hour later or more. I don't know. But the wife finally shows up and she's the star of the show, which I didn't have to say because you're about to find out.
All right. Good afternoon, Ms. German. It looks
Hi.
like, hi, we, on your case, we're extending this out again. It looks like we were supposed to get you an attorney and that apparently did not happen.
No, I'm not. You guys cannot drop the ball on me and my daughter. She needs to be back with me. This doesn't seem right. I've been doing everything I'm supposed to be doing with my life. She needs to come back home to me.
All right. Well,
It's only fair. My daughter has a fatal medical condition, Your Honor. And I've had 2 kids die with her condition since I left Washington.
okay. Well, ma'am, this is a case where originally there was a consent filed, and with the last hearing, we were ready to enter orders.
Nobody told me I had court. She tried to tell me I abandoned my daughter on the paperwork. I did not abandon my daughter.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you had consented to a guardianship, which is why we're where we're at today.
I consented to her getting medical treatment for my daughter and ordering medical supplies while she had my daughter while I was moving our stuff. That's what I consented to.
All right. Well, I'm just, hold on a second here.
I'm not on drugs. I'm doing all my classes. I'm doing meetings. I sent in paperwork objecting to the, what's it called? The guardianship.
Okay. Well, here's where my problem is today. We've already set this over because there was nobody here when we called it initially.
I was trying to log in. Simply just trying to log in. Like, how am I not with my daughter because I was trying to log in? I've always done what's best for her.
Okay. Well, ma'am, here's what I'm going to do. Let me go through a couple other matters in the doc. I'll come back and we'll talk about your case a little more extensively. Okay.
Thank you. I will be here. I appreciate time.
Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
The petitioner can't talk.
Okay. All right. So, well,
Your Honor, listen, my daughter has nothing of hers with her. I have her bath chair, her clothes, her medical supplies. I have her bed. I have all of that stuff. She's going without all of that stuff. I sent 10 outfits with her to go be with Mandy.
okay, ma'am, I understand all that. Where we're at is procedurally, we were going to appoint you an attorney at the last hearing that apparently did not get entered. And so I need to do that. Then I want
to be on the court docket for tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am, if you can't listen to me, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I need to have you listen for a minute. All right? I understand you're concerned about your daughter. I'm not trying to minimize that. I'm just trying to explain to you where we're at right now. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think that worked? Do you think his lecturing right there worked? No.
Okay. So we started the docket at 9:30. You were not here. We called the case at 10:30, excuse me. You were not here. We set the matter over to another date, which would be the 18th. And I needed to get you an attorney appointed. And I was going to do that today. And there would not be any permanent orders entered until we can come back on the 18th or until you and the petitioner come to some agreement otherwise. But we all showed up at 10:30 and you weren't here and I didn't have an attorney appointed, so I set it over. And she's now left, so I can't proceed on the hearing today.
Well, who is she? I'll call her and I'll tell her to return if I could. Like, my daughter, I haven't even heard about my daughter at all since she's been gone. I've heard about her one time. That's it. She blocked all of my family. I had Angelique. I had full sole legal custody of her, Your Honor. I took care of her 98% of the time. I found reasons to do things for her, and Mandy found reasons not to do things for her. Just so you know. So I will be quiet. I'm sorry. I do apologize.
Okay, well, ma'am, this case was filed back in November. Okay. There was a consent.
I understand that. That's when I was moving our point.
Okay, this was filed in November. There was a consent filed from you saying that you were agreeable to this process, basically, for a temporary guardianship.
So she literally sat and filled out papers giving temporary guardianship to her ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife, who knows. But those are the papers that she signed, granting her guardianship.
And then it's been going now since November. So 6 months. And at this point now, and I understand you're objecting to it and you have a right to do that. My concern is that, and I don't know what all has been happening in the meantime.
I didn't know there was like a process. I didn't know it was like a thing. Like I thought it was just me, her getting consent to take care of my daughter and order medical supplies and care for her. And while I was gone, and then that's it. I didn't know there was going to be more court dates, and it was a part of a process and all that stuff. I didn't even know I had court for it. Didn't even know.
Okay.
So she signed over her daughter to someone else and had no idea that she was signing over her daughter to someone else. She thought it was just so that she could order medical supplies. Okay, Jan.
So Ms. Farr, who's the court visitor, it looks like she has just logged in.
Yes,
So this is the German matter,
yes.
and the petitioner was here at 10:30. It looked like I was supposed to get an attorney appointed for Lindsay, who's present today. And that apparently did not get done, so I need to do that. I had indicated we were going to set it over to the 18th, at which point the petitioner logged out. I didn't have you here, Miss Lindsay then, or Miss Lindsay German logged in a few minutes ago, and so that's where we're at right now. And she's obviously contesting it, which she's got a right to do. I need to get her an attorney. So I'm just trying to explain kind of where we're at and what the process is.
So prior, at the last hearing, we were ready to enter final orders.
Right.
And then Miss Lindsay German showed up at the hearing.
I didn't even know I
and
had.
then contested it, and she's still contesting it. So I think that at this point, we need to probably set it for trial.
Okay.
I had no idea I even had court, you guys. I promise you. I didn't even know I had court. I thought it was just like a permission slip to give her permission to order medical supplies and talk to doctors while she had her in Washington. I didn't know it was part of a process or anything. And
Lies.
she blocked all of my family from even communicating with her, so I haven't heard from my daughter at all since she's had her. I had Angelique. I had
There is also a
custody.
protection order in place.
There it
between the two
is.
of them, protecting Amanda.
Okay.
I've taken anger management since anything has happened, and I've been.
Well, that clearly worked.
It's been years, basically, which is fine. I don't want to see her anyways. I'm not going to keep Angelique from her like she's doing to me. I'm willing to work with her if she wants to be a part of Angelique's life.
Okay.
But keeping
Okay.
me and all my whole family from her is not right. My daughter
Okay.
has a special connection with me.
Ma'am, let me stop you for just a second. We're not having a hearing today. Okay. You were served a summons in this case back in January.
Your Honor, I honestly don't even know what all this means.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just trying to explain to you. Okay. You were served a summons which had a court date in it in January of this year. It's 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now we're here and you're objecting to this, which you've got a right to do. I'm not upset about that. I'm just trying to explain to you kind of the process where we're at.
Yeah.
Your case, nobody responded to that case and objected back then, so we all assumed this is going as agreed. But now we're here, and that's apparently not the case. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to appoint you an attorney. I don't have a name right yet, but I will get that for you. Are you still in Bakersfield?
No, I moved back home. I moved to my hometown.
Near Crescent City, Your Honor.
in Crescent City. Do we have a good address for her and
Yes.
contact information?
Yes, I have address and phone and email I can provide to the clerk.
Okay.
I've been at home the whole time and since I just put her with Mandy so she can be safe and have the attention she needed while I was moving my belongings.
Okay. Well, ma'am, this was in November. That's 6 months ago.
I didn't think there was a problem with her being with Mandy. She's her mom too. I don't even know she was taking me to court.
Well, you were
I
served.
looked at it like a permission
Okay,
slip.
ma'am, I need you to listen. Okay, you were served papers back.
I need my daughter back.
Okay,
I want my daughter
ma'am.
back in my care. She's safer with me.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to appoint you an attorney. I'll set a review on this on the 18th, like I just did earlier, like I
How
indicated.
far away? How many days away is that?
That would be, I believe, several weeks.
No,
Your Honor,
no, I'm not okay with that, Your Honor.
I'm
I
in
want my
trial
kid
on the
back.
18th.
This is not okay with me. I've had 2 kids with mitochondrial disease die since I left Washington.
Okay, ma'am,
You don't understand how it's
ma'am, I need to have you listen for a minute. Okay? Ms. Farr, you were trying to say something?
Sorry, Your Honor. I have construction going on. I'm in trial on the 18th in Clark County. If we could set it for the 11th or the 25th, and I can get a hold of Amanda and let her know.
We can do the 11th. That's 2 weeks from today. I was
Okay.
saying the 18th to get an attorney on board, but we can get that done today.
Okay,
So I'll put it on the 11th if you can let her know that. So ma'am, I'm going to get you an attorney appointed today.
okay.
So they'll be reaching out to you. I'll let Ms. Barr know who that is as well, then get you two connected up, and we'll come back on the 11th and make a decision about how we're going to proceed on this case.
Like, so that's going to be like the decision day or whatever. Because I need to at least hear about my kid. I need to be able to visit her or something.
Okay. I'm going to get you an attorney appointed, and we'll address all those issues. Okay. It sounds like there may be a protection order in this case that you're not allowed to contact Amanda.
Nothing's happened in years, Your Honor. So that's okay. All that's happening is okay, but like being away from my kid, not hearing about her is just a little bit too much for me. Like I can't even.
Okay.
Like it's
Okay. I'll get you an attorney
it's
appointed
not
today.
good for my daughter either.
Lindsay, there's a process we have to follow. So you're going to have to be patient and follow the process.
To see my kid.
You have to follow the process. There's procedures in place.
I'm going to appoint you an attorney today, ma'am. They'll be getting a hold of you, and then we'll come back on the 11th at 10:30. And then, Ms. Farr, you can let the petitioner know that date.
I will. And I'll get in touch with you this week, Lindsay.
When I went to go log in, my phone had to do an update, was why I was late. So I had to do an update before it let me log in. So that's why I was late. Okay. I was like late for any other reason.
I understand, ma'am. I understand that I'm not doing anything today that I wouldn't have done if you would have been here at 9 or 10:30. I need to get you an attorney.
Is there a way for me to be able to know about my daughter, like her, like how she's doing or something? Like
I'm going to get
she
you
blocked
an
all my family.
Okay, ma'am, I cannot give you legal advice. I'm not allowed to under state law. I'm going to get you an attorney so you can get legal advice and have an understanding of how to proceed.
Can you put in the order that I could?
That's going to happen today.
The orders to communicate with Mandy or somebody about my daughter?
Well, I can, if you want to talk to Ms. Farr about that, possibly she can give you some more information, but I'm going to go get you an attorney appointed today.
All right.
Okay, and I'll set the hearing. That'll be the 11th at 10:30.
All right. I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be early, so I'm not late. I'm sorry.
Okay, give me just a second here. All right.
Miss Farr will certainly say, well, you have to speak to a lawyer about that. I mean, a judge about that. The judge just said you have to speak to Miss Farr. Miss Farr is going to say, no, only a judge can. Okay. See that smoke right there? Do you see it? Okay. So this woman is in the background. We're going to have to hear this woman complain for a second because look, there's the smoke.
I'm going to appoint
Could
you an
be a
attorney.
cigarette.
I'll set a review on this on the 18th, like I just did earlier, like I indicated.
How far away? How many days away is that?
There's the kid.
That would be, I believe.
So he just passed her. Was it a cigarette that he passed her? Do we normally just pass cigarettes and turn cameras? Little kid runs out of the room. All right. Now we're going to go to their case. Here it is.
And could you identify yourself on the phone?
My name is Douglas Eru. I'm Elliot's.
Now, I don't know why they didn't see that. Look, the room is still smoky. You can still see the room all smoky. And I don't know why they didn't see that. We all saw it.
grandfather.
Okay. And you're,
Who?
I'm Doug Eru. Is this for a case for Elliot Davis?
No. Hezekiah
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mines?
I think we already did that case, didn't we?
I had a hard time getting online for this.
All right. Okay. So on the Miles matter, which is 24-4-108-08, this one, this is the one where we have the non-paternity matter. And let me just see here. The computer's acting up here.
And last time we met, the grandmother was going to email me a copy of the birth certificate, which she was anticipating receiving the following day. And I have yet to receive the birth certificate.
I emailed it to you.
I have reached out to you again. I have not received it.
Sorry, I'll double check my emails right now because I know I emailed it to you. I just see your one that says you have not received it.
Ms. Turnbull, maybe you could send her an email and then just reply to that with a copy to make sure you got the email address correct.
That's what she had done, and I did that. Let's see. Maybe it didn't go through. I have it right here. I can resend it right now.
Do we have service on this one?
Well, I think we were determining we didn't need to provide service to father because he's not on the birth certificate. That's why we're waiting for the birth certificate, and mother is consenting.
Okay. So it seems on this one, I think, has he been actively involved with the child?
No, and currently there's no contact.
Okay. I think based on that, he would not fall into one of the provisions of someone who's been acting as a parent or has a relationship with the child. As not established, he's not legally the father, so I don't think he falls under the statute in that way. On a third-party custody, we wouldn't be serving him. So in this one, I would think we don't need to. So as long as the birth certificate indicates he's not on the birth certificate, I think we can probably proceed with essentially agreed orders if the mother is consenting.
Can I interrupt real quick? Ms. Turnbull, can you give me your email again right now?
Amy, A-M-Y, Turnbull, T-U-R, N as in Nancy, B as in boy, U-L-L, dot, G-A-L as in guardian ad litem, at gmail.com.
I sure hope someone doesn't email her and have her watch my video.
Okay, so and then you just need that in order to get your report. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Then I assume once we've got your report, we can probably go ahead and do a regular, because we've got this. We do have a regular in this one. How much time do you think you'll need for that?
If you could give me
I apologize. The email was TIRNBULL in my email. So I resent it right now.
I was too baked to read. Sorry.
at least
a temporary one on this one.
This one's on the immediate, but we don't have a temporary.
Okay. Okay.
Could we do 3 weeks, Your Honor? I have some
one I think what I'll do on this one, 3 weeks is not a problem. That would be I believe it was the 18th. I'll just do a temporary on this one, another extension
Very good.
with no changes, and then we'll get your report, and if we get proposed final papers, we'll get that entered.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Sorry that I'm technically difficult here. But thank you.
That's okay. No problem. Okay, then.
So I think she's the grandmother. I'm not 100% sure, but they didn't really say. They said the grandmother was, taking responsibility, and they said, if the mother approves, she looks young, she looks old enough. I don't really know. But I, I don't even know if that kid in the room is the kid in question, or her kid, or a neighbor kid, or I don't know. But I do know that to me that looked like she just got high in a room with a kid in a Zoom court in front of a judge at a minor guardianship docket. So, and she won. Like nothing happened. Like it was no big deal. Oh my. You do have to go back. Going back to the first guy, you do have to give it to him. He swore a lot. Judge said stop swearing, and then he said this is BS. I mean, I still knew what he meant. So maybe the judge did too. I don't know. So is that swearing? I don't know. But then he swore again. And he's still probably in the hallway with that attorney because she wasn't backing down. I'm gonna have to get more from that defender because I like her. I like her a lot. And then Chris, the prosecutor, he's great. I mean, he doesn't act like a prosecutor. He does when he has to, but he's so compassionate. He's as compassionate as the normal judge we see in that courtroom, Judge Khan. I think, and I don't know, I'm starting a rumor again. I think Judge Khan is leaving, stepping down, moving to another area or whatever. Sounded like a conversation he had last month, maybe, that he was going away. But I didn't hear the whole conversation, so I don't know. And if you're new, you don't even know who Judge Khan is, but Judge Khan is an overly compassionate, excellent judge, but just outstandingly compassionate. And he does this drug court thing, not just drug court, he does regular court in Colorado, but he does a courtroom outside where the people who have warrants and things like that, they don't have to come into the courthouse because that's scary. And who knows if they're going to get caught. They're homeless, they live on the street. And out there where they do court, they also have food, coffee, food stamps, they help get IDs, they help find housing, they help find jobs, um, mental health services, doctor, whatever you need, clothing, they have stuff there for you outside in Denver, Colorado, or Boulder. No, I don't know. It's either Denver or Boulder. He does Edgewater, he does Boulder, he does Denver. I think he does Lemire too. Zoom. I've seen him in all the courtrooms. So, but that judge that's filling in for him that we saw in the first clip, he's new. We've never seen him before. This judge right here in Calix, we might have seen before, but I don't remember ever seeing him before. But he's actually a YouTube judge. You know how I don't get anything from YouTube. Every once in a while, I hop on YouTube and I get a YouTube judge. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. So this is a YouTube judge, but he's one of those ones that people don't pay attention to. They don't get him much. That's why people can get high right in his courtroom because nobody's watching. I watched. Now you watched. Well, that's all I had for today. I didn't have time to throw that in my live stream, or we would still be in the live stream, which is fine with me, I think. I don't know. Thank you for coming out. and seeing me in the middle of the day. Just so you know, I pre-recorded this and I am asleep right now. While you guys are up, probably working. I'm so sorry. I'm dead, dead in bed, eyes closed, snoring real loud. That's right. My dog loves it. My dog loves it. Right? She doesn't complain. Thanks for coming out, guys. I will see you in my next stream or my next video. Bye.